So Samsung now allows you to use an iPhone as a foldable phone. Well, kinda. So if you update the new Galaxy app for your iPhone, it lets you be able to put two iPhones next to each other, and those two iPhones can now act as a foldable cell phone, meaning it displays the one display on both phones, which is actually pretty dope. And of course, this is a funny example. They put duct tape between two iPhones to duct tape them together to give you one Galaxy Z Fold device. Now, why is Samsung doing this? Well, because they want people to switch over from Samsung over to, I'm sorry, from iPhone over to Samsung, and they want people to see how amazing the Galaxy Z Fold devices actually are. So, as you can see right here, yeah, you can put two iPhones next to each other. You get the home screen display like this. Also, again, you can do it on continuously other iPhones, which is just crazy but genius. I mean, listen, Samsung is a company where it's like, if anyone's going to do this, it's going to be them. And if everyone's going to push this out there, it's going to be them. So yes, you can do this with iPhones. You can also, I believe, do this with Galaxy phones too. And again, all you have to do is put two phones next to each other. So if you and a friend both have iPhones, you put them next to each other, and all you're going to do is, I think you scan the QR code on the app on the other iPhone, which gives you a code. You put the code in, and then bam, now you have two displays next to each other that act as one internal display. Which Samsung is thinking outside the box here, in all honesty. Now, the problem is, right, that the iPhones don't have a hinge, so that's why they have duct tape, because the iPhones don't give you a hinge. So, you can't use this as a foldable phone. Now, I'm sure there's going to be someone out there, by the way, who utilizes this with actually, like, making a 3D printed hinge for both iPhones, so you can actually use it like a foldable phone, which would be absolutely amazing. But I guess the only positive in all this, and what works out in the end, is you do get two Gorilla Glass Victus displays, on both iPhones, rather than just having, a foldable display that's plastic that could break. That's the only positive I can get out of this, but Samsung is actually freaking amazing when it comes to this. So here's what it actually reads. Samsung was one of the first brands to hop on the foldable phone bandwagon. The Galaxy Fold became a trailblazer. I have never seen someone use that term for this analogy. For many other Android phone makers that follow suit. I would have said trendsetter, to be honest. Meanwhile, Apple has it's 7:55 in the morning, guys. I cannot speak. Has avoided joining the trend with foldable iPhone. So, if you're looking to ditch the Apple ecosystem for current generation Galaxy Z Fold 5, Samsung has the right thing for you. A way to test One UI 5.1.1 and experience the Z Fold 5 or Flip 5 right on your iPhone. Well, iPhones. And then that says right here, the latest update to the Galaxy app lets you do this. And you can actually run Android on it. So it's not just you're running iOS. You're actually running Android on these two separate iPhones that you're putting together. That's a major W. I don't even know how they do this kind of stuff in the aspect of, like, no other company would think about this, but they're going to do this to get you interested in foldable phones. Can I promise you, yeah, you're not going to duct tape your phones together, but if you put this, let's say you have two iPhones sitting around, let me see, like older iPhone, and then you have a new iPhone like you upgraded. If you put these next to each other and you run this, this is going to make you want to go out there and buy a Z Fold device. Or a foldable device in some iteration. Because, again, as I explained before, you don't realize how amazing foldable devices are until you pick one up for yourself. Once you pick one up for yourself and you realize how amazing it is to use them, that's when you're like, wow, I was actually really missing out on this whole entire time. So, I'll be interested to see how this ends up working out, for how much sale Samsung actually gets in the end here. But I could see them definitely getting some sales after all this. But again, you do have to have two similar size iPhones. So that's a side note, but it is what it is. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.